Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you may be. Welcome to this quiet and sacred space, just for you and me to chill a while, to breathe the conscious breath, relax, and tune in to our most magnificent selves. So I hope you are in a space that you won't be disturbed for a little while. So take that deep breath. Just feel as the breath moves through you in every corner of your being, bringing nourishment to you. You may feel the energy vibrating. So just be aware of those crystalline atoms that are always floating in the air through the breath, coming in to nourish spirit, and the oxygen nourishing the body, the mind. There's peace and silence, just you. Just allowing yourself to come back to yourself just for a little while. You can imagine yourself just falling backwards into you, being held by your divine self. If it's good, you'll be able to feel her loving presence around you and within you. How does that feel for you? For me, it's like a cozy blanket. It's just a knowing that I'm always here for myself. Whatever, I can just rely and just be me. So just imagine you've fallen into the core of you, which I always like to imagine is around your stomach, the belly button. And it's as if you're putting your little feet in a pool of water. if you actually dive into the water, it's unending. You could dive into the depths of you. So maybe let's take a little jump and let's see where we go. It's like you are calling yourself to come deeper within, just for a little while. So yeah, just put your hands by your sides and just push yourself off and just jump in to this ocean of you. And we're not afraid of the water. Actually, it's like we're being pulled down. So just go. Just allow yourself to follow. Just going deeper within. And you notice you can breathe even though you're in the water, what seems like water. Notice what thoughts are coming up. Are you struggling? Are you panicking? Are you questioning? Or are you just peaceful and just going with you? So just breathing in and out. Being aware of your falling within. Then all of a sudden, your feet hit the bottom. And there is a step with an archway. And you walk forward through the archway. The door, if there was a door, seems open. And you walk through the door into this great big room. Doesn't seem to be any water around you anymore. It's all dry and beautiful. Take note of all the decoration. What is around on the walls, the colours, the lighting, the furniture. Is there any furniture? And you see at the far corner a chair near a window. And you go and sit down. And you look out the window. The window's big and you can see for miles. What are you seeing? So much is happening, very busy. What's happening through your window? You feel peaceful. You know you're safe and well. Outside seems to be very busy, just like life is very busy now. Much coming and going and things happening that you don't quite understand. it doesn't seem quite logical or even have any common sense to it. But something out there takes your eye, and you notice something very peculiar. It's some shape that's moving like an animal, or what do you sense? For me, I see a great big turtle, big shell, and on the shell something is having a ride. Something is sitting there. And you focus in on this animal or whatever it may be. It seems to be a very small person having a ride, and in their hand seems to be a piece of paper, and they're coming to give you this piece of paper. They leave it outside the window, so you raise the window. You can just lift it up, and you reach out and take the paper. You sit back and you read what's on it. Read what's on it and take note. It's a message for you. How important you are that somebody knows you're here now. Come all this way through the busyness of life, sharing with you this important message. It's actually explaining that what's going on in your mind at certain times lately, you don't have to worry about. It's like just lately we've all been a little bit taken out of our peace and started to worry and be concerned about what's going on, and with yourself, that you don't feel so well sometimes, or just very tired. Now, you might have a specific message, you understand, but in general, it's absolutely crucial that we don't worry about these times that we don't feel well and energetic and with it. Because what is happening now is our body, the physical body, is going through this absolute great transformation. The cells at the macro level are changing from carbon to crystalline. And this is causing everything fearful or lacking that we've ever believed to rise to the surface. It's like everything within us that is not peaceful or joyful or loving is being shaken. So we are feeling this uneasiness as it leaves the physical body. And it's coming up to be recognized. And that is why we're feeling anything but great. And it's important that we embrace it, embrace this feeling, and just allow it to be released. Because it's not serving us anymore. It's old, part of old experience, old trauma, old beliefs. And we need to make room in our body and mind for new. Now, I hope that makes sense, because this is quite a big message. Not to be too concerned about feeling not great or not good enough. Sometimes we can feel so bad because we mimic the old pattern of being fearful or in lack. And we know by now that this is just not true. There is nothing to fear but fear itself. And we can never be lacking, because we are the creators and the masters of our own life. Everything that happens to us, that we bring in, we are responsible for it. That's why, as the world is changing now, we have to be so clear in our mind, our actions, what we want to experience. So just breathing, just relaxing, just knowing everything is quite okay. You're always in the perfect place at the perfect time. You are steering yourself to this new adventure. I don't know if you're seeing the balloons that are flying through my room. I think that's funny. It's time to celebrate, not worry. So the message is a must to remember that whatever is going through your mind, any pain you're having in your physical body, is all old. You're feeling it because it's coming up for release. And you just embrace it, give it a divine hug and thank it for its service. Say goodbye and know you are making room for your true wishes and desires to come to you from now on. So let's look at what are your desires? What do you wish for yourself to happen in your life? Do you want to feel a little different? Take note, maybe write it down. Key points of how you want to live your life. Who do you want to be in your life? What do you want to be doing? What do you want to look like? Do you want to change anything? Everything's possible. You are so grand and powerful. So just breathing in and out, feeling relaxed, and very important, magnificent, magnificent you. Who do you want to come into your life, and what do you want them to give you? Help you with, inspire you with something? Is there a passion that you want to explore further? You have to be clear about what you want. Otherwise, other people are going to suggest this and that. And that's not where we're going. We're going where you want to. So we put our desires out there and then we let them go because they have to come to us in divine timing. We're not in charge of this adventure. Your divine self is the captain of your vessel and steering you on this new adventure. You'll stop the flow if you get caught up in the release which is happening of the body, mind. So the old fears. So remember just to embrace them and let them go and just enjoy life in every moment the best you can in all circumstances. So if you want to see improvements anywhere, focus on them, make them aware, and let magic happen. So that message that you received, that particular message for you, maybe it's good to write it down if it's any different to what I've said. Maybe it's to help you understand a particular issue that keeps looping in your mind, something that won't go away. For me, it's been a bit, I suppose you could call it an obsession about something. And I need extra help to really to let that go, because it doesn't do us any favours. Obsession, and same with jealousy, envy, anything to do with other people. We have to let that all go and just purely focus on ourselves. And in our focus on ourselves and enjoying life, we automatically affect others, help others, give others hope. So before we leave this most precious room, just allow your light within that's always shining just to expand a little and ripple out into the world. Just sending love and light out. Also to yourself. So it's like you're continuously feeding yourself with more and more light that's coming in, fast and furious. So just feel how it feels as you can see your light creating ripples around you, movements of love and light. It's like you are a beacon, hope to many. It's like, I suppose, when we're breathing in that figure of 8, we feel the essence of our peace, love and joy, always. And this is going out now, around the world, so others can feel it. The world needs it. It's in utter chaos, systems collapsing all around. Complete nonsense is happening on the television with the governments and the wars and health. But don't get into it. It's absolute pantomime. It's just there to distract you. Don't get into the division that it's creating, that this and that, and the right and the left, and good and the bad, and just observe and focus on yourself, your flow, feeling the peace, feeling your power. And it's this power that's continuously running through you that keeps you well. It's only when we stop the flow, when we focus on the fear and lack, that we stagnate. So the breathing is very important for you to do a couple of times a day. Just flow wellness through you. You'll get to a point that you could even take any poison and it won't affect you, because your light that flows through you will just remove it, neutralize it. Yes, it feels good. So just sitting in the chair, in the core of you, as we feel our feet on the floor, our body on a chair, just being aware of this dimension, the physical dimension, we suddenly come back from within. There's no need to swim up again. It's like magic. The more you practice breathing with yourself, you'll realize that you can be in different dimensions at one time. So think about the room that you were in, because that says a lot about what you're going through now. I might have some little answers to any questions. I mean, for me, it wasn't a nice room. In fact, it was like empty and cold. But I was okay. There was absolutely no decorations, just brick walls and this big window. And what was out of your window? That also says a lot. Answers to questions you might have about circumstances. Write them all down. For me, I saw lots of playing fields with children playing. So only you have your own answers, and they're all around you in signs and there for you to put one and one together and get two. So I'm in cold UK, coming back at the weekend to sunny Spain, I hope. So I hope to see some of you next week. Otherwise, take care of yourselves. Know that you are magnificent and loved. And until next time, adios. Much love.